Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today, I will be recommending top 10 Murim World Martial Arts Manhwa. So, without any further delay, let's start the list. At number 10 we have the Great Master. Kwak No was a fake martial artist who scammed the people by posing as a real martial artist of Murim. However, his life changes completely when he becomes the master of 5 children who dreamt of becoming martial masters by practicing martial arts. This is the story of how the eldest sibling Sean Yu becomes a master and the leader to a great clan. This manhwa is from the same author of Peerless Dad. Both its art and its story is quite decent. The main character is very weak at the start but gets stronger after meeting his second master who teaches him real martial arts. He is also very likable and doesn't let anyone bring harm to the people around him. At number 9 we have Blade of Wind and Thunder. The protagonist Dongbang Mui was an ordinary young boy who lived in a village with his grandmother. But things change when a few martial artists come to his village looking for a mysterious person that was thought to be a ghost. After a fierce battle with them, Mui realizes that the people he had been living with were by no means ordinary people, and he was actually a big shot who had lost his memories. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is quite good. The main character has amnesia at the start, but later regains his memories and becomes fully aware how strong he actually is. The side characters are well thought out, and none of them go against the main character without any good reason. At number 8 we have Demonic Master of Mount Kunlun. The protagonist was the heavenly demon who had to inherit the position of the cult leader due to the sudden of his father. But he dies just after 1 year of his inheritance and wakes up in the body of an abandoned baby that was picked by the Taoist of Kunlun that belonged to an orthodox sect. This is his story as he slowly makes his sect strong and once again becomes the strongest martial artist. The art style of this manhwa is good despite being a bit old-fashioned, and its story is interesting. The main character gets stronger quickly and also trains the people around him. He has a ruthless personality and beats anyone that looks down on him. At number 7 we have Champion's Path to Murim. The protagonist Kim Sang-yuk was a legend in the world of MMA and a world champion that defended his title countless times. But he dies due to severe medical conditions and gets reincarnated in the world of Murim. Now with his knowledge of his previous life's martial arts, he is ready to shake up the Murim and reach the top once again. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is great. The main character is strong from the start and uses modern martial arts to defeat his enemies. The side characters have unique personalities and the fight scenes are also very detailed. So if you are a Murim manhwa fan then you will definitely like this one. At number 6 we have Legends of the Swordsman Scholar. The protagonist Woon Hyen had passed the Imperial exam with flying colors and joined the Imperial Palace as a scholar. However, rather than doing any proper work, he became a victim who was forced to deal with the Crown Prince's hobby of knowing more and more about martial arts. But, despite such hardships, he didn't give up and tried his best to learn martial arts. This is his story as he becomes one of the strongest martial artists of Murim despite being a scholar. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is quite good. The main character starts off weak but becomes stronger really quickly. The action scenes are well drawn, and the side characters also go through character development alongside the main character. At number 5 we have Absolute Sword Sense. After being given up on by his family, the protagonist So Woonwi gets kidnapped by the evil blood cult and lives as their third-rate spy. One day, he gets killed after finding a legendary sword immortal's secret record and returns to the day he was kidnapped 10 years ago, along with the strange ability to hear the voice of the swords. The art of this manhwa is awesome, and its story is also pretty good. The protagonist is weak but smart and uses his past life's knowledge to his advantage. The side characters are also well written, and the action scenes are also drawn very nicely. So make sure to give it a read. At number 4 we have Sword Sheath's Child. Bira was a boy who loved spending his time fishing and wandering in the wilderness with his grandfather. But one day, his grandfather suddenly disappeared after telling him to wait at the forest. After waiting for many years for his grandfather's return, Bira meets Tanyu, a former general who was on a quest of finding his childhood sweetheart. After learning about Tanyu's dangerous mission, Bira decides to leave the forest in order to protect him. The art of this manhwa is super gorgeous, and although its story is good, it gets sidetracked really quickly. All the characters are interesting and most of them have their own backstories. The main character is also overpowered from the start and keeps getting stronger as the story progresses. If you have patience and don't mind reading the side stories of different characters, then you will definitely enjoy this manhwa. At number 3 we have Legend of Asura the Venom Dragon. One day, everyone in the medicine sect gets poisoned and killed due to an unknown conspiracy. The protagonist Jin Ja Gang was the sole survivor of the sect who saw his people getting killed and swears to take revenge against everyone related to this incident. Watch him as he takes revenge and finds the main culprit behind the massacre. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is amazing. The main character is very smart and makes multiple strategies to defeat his opponents that are way stronger than him. He is also very ruthless and kills all of his enemies without showing any mercy. The side characters are also amazing and they help the main character become much stronger. At number 2 we have Heavenly Inquisition Sword. Yin Jiaka was the only son of the second wife of the moon-splitting swordsman. After getting viciously bullied by his father's first wife and his siblings, he later gets imprisoned in a warehouse after his father passes away due to an illness. But it seems the heavens have not given up on him yet, as he accidentally finds the only legacy left by his father. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is amazing. The main character is weak at start, but gets super strong just after a few chapters. The side characters are nice, and they support the main character with everything they have. At number 1 we have Fist Demon of Manhwa. Damho was an orphan who miraculously survives a village raid and gets adopted by an elder of Manhwa sect. Even after growing up as a cripple, he didn't give up on martial arts and kept training to achieve his dream of becoming a martial artist. But later, his difficult life becomes a complete hell when he gets abandoned by his fellow sect members during a battle. The story of this manhwa is awesome, and the art fits really well with its plot. The main character is weak at the beginning, but after being abandoned by his clan members, he trains in isolation and becomes overpowered. Later, he becomes ruthless and kills anyone who tries to hurt him or his friends.